Can you stop ripping Alice's hair out? Hello and welcome back to the Hard Life of a Strawberry podcast, episode 6. You're here with me, I'm Brett.
Me, I'm Brett.
Well, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Mickey.
Thank you.
So, for this episode, we're answering a question that we've been asked loads lately. Was when in our pregnancy journey did we start buying things?
Yeah, we had a couple of you actually send us a few messages on our Instagram asking kind of like, when did we start buying, what did we buy, those sort of things. So we thought we'd just have a quick chat on.
Yeah, we thought we'd dive in and kind of have and kind of let you into what we got, kind of when we got it.
I think we got everything at once, didn't we?
I think the first thing that we ever bought was actually before she was born.
I think it was like 4 months before she was born.
Okay, maybe not that crazy.
No, actually,
maybe only a month.
No, we're wrong here. You were like 4 months before you even knew we were pregnant.
Okay, yeah, that's probably about right. So, yeah, we knew what we wanted a baby, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we weren't going crazy. We weren't doing anything silly with spending. But when we officially decided... I'm really sorry, guys. If you can hear little hiccups in the background, that's because our little girl has just woken up from her nap and she's got hiccups, but bless her, and nothing is helping. So, just in case you're wondering what that really cute noise is in the background, that's her.
Or if you hear the not so cute sound of me munching and crunching on a biscuit, the really good ones from a farm shop, so here I am.
So, anyway, back to what I was saying. The first thing, when we decided that we were going to actually start trying for a baby and stuff, we'd gone shopping and we'd kind of fallen into mamas and papas like you do. And the first thing we ever bought were some safari teddies. There was a giraffe, a zebra, and there was another one. What was the other one?
Giraffe, zebra...
Oh, was it a leopard?
I don't remember now.
But yeah, we got those and it was really exciting because we brought them home, and we'd also bought a little basket as well, like a little kind of boho style basket.
Obviously we just kept everything neutral at this point because we didn't know whether we were having a girl or a boy, but...
Yeah, but I had a vision.
Yeah, we had a vision.
I had a vision for the nursery.
We wanted a safari-themed nursery.
Yeah, but no matter if it was a boy or girl, I wanted it kind of... I don't want to say neutral because we always knew we would add colours eventually.
No, but it could be suitable for either boy or girl.
Yeah, but we wanted it to be like really, really classy, I guess you could say. We're not very... We didn't really want bright colours, really out there, that kind of style.
When she's older, obviously, she can choose whatever she wants, but...
Yeah, she can pick a thingies. Fast forward, that safari dream didn't happen quite the way we wanted it to.
No, it slowly started turning to more of a woodland sort of theme.
And I don't hate it, I absolutely love it, so I'm not mad that we didn't stick to that. But anyway, so the next thing on that we got was the pram. And I didn't know this at the time, and to be fair, I don't think I found this out until the end of pregnancy. Supposedly, it's bad luck to have a pram in your house before your baby's born. Didn't know this. I've read so many posts of people that bought prams and had it stay at the grandparents' house, or...
It's probably why you had so many issues during your pregnancy, to be honest.
Yeah, I was bringing bad juju into the house. But, we did a thing. And another thing that was quite controversial with the pram that we got, and the pram that we got we've loved. We still use it now. We're nearly 6 months in. It was secondhand.
We got a right steal on it, though.
We did, and it was a full pram system, maxi cozy, with all the different parts, and really good condition. And to be fair, the woman that we got it from as well was lovely. She was
just a local person to us, but it had the bassinet piece, it had the the main sit-up pram piece. It had the rain cover.
I love it. We're 6 months in and you still don't know all the names of the parts of the pram.
What do you know the name of a sit-up piece?
Yeah, it's the sit-up bit.
Yeah, exactly, the sit-up piece.
But it was really funny because when we'd obviously had discussions with people and stuff after they knew we were pregnant, some people were like sickened at the thought that we bought something secondhand, and there is certain things that we would buy secondhand.
Yeah, I'd definitely do it again because the whole time we were actually buying things, we must have saved absolutely hundreds in the long run.
Yeah, I think that there was, but there were certain things that obviously we wanted to buy brand new. Her car seat, her mattress, for her cot.
Also at the same time, silly things like the pram, it was still in immaculate condition.
Yeah,
it looked like it had barely been used.
It was, and what was really good in the bassinet piece, there was, I don't know whether you're going to call it like a little mattress sort of thing, but it was just foam, so it could go in the washing machine.
And that also came with like the foot cozy thing, like the sleepy bag thing.
Yeah. So to be fair, we got an absolute steal on that, which was really brilliant, and
especially her being a winter baby as well. We used that so much.
Yeah, we did, which was really good. So after that, we did kind of hold off, didn't we, until we knew we were pregnant, didn't we? But I tell you, the moment that line showed on that stick to say you are pregnant, full-blood shopping commenced.
Well, I think, to be fair, you already had hundreds of pounds worth in your next basket, your Asda George basket.
Your mamas and papas, I was ready to go.
You name it. I think you just had to click checkout.
And I think from that point is when we really started to kind of dive into things. At first, we focused on things like we got a next to me crib. We got that second hand, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we did with that...
We did upgrade the mattress on that one, though.
Yeah, we bought a brand new mattress for it because obviously there's certain parts of it I don't mind, but...
I also just didn't like with the next to me crib how the mattress was only like a centimetre thick.
That's because it was the original mattress, but we got the upgrade version. The one we opted for
was about 10 centimetres, was it?
Yeah, and I think this was something me and Brett actually found quite hard, is like, well, no pun intended, was that obviously a baby's mattress is supposed to be hard, but obviously when we pick out mattresses, we want it to be really nice and soft.
Yeah, nice and plush and like a nice little cushion. Excuse me.
It was for you, wasn't it? And don't get me started about the amount of research I did to the moment I found out there was such thing as a breathable mattress and non-breathable mattresses.
Well, the non-breathables were just out of the question then.
Well, yeah, but then I spiralled down this thing of like...
Well, then...
I was finding mattresses at like £500.
Well, another reason... Excuse me. Can you stop ripping Alice's hair out? Another reason why TikTok is not so good for you. Because, as I say, you just spiralled down the hole of babies being unalived and... Yeah,
it wasn't very... nice experience, but however I must say it was thanks to TikTok that I knew about breathable mattresses, and I did find an affordable one that wasn't going to break the bank, because obviously from the moment we knew we were pregnant, and obviously a little bit before then, we were in full-blown savers mode. Like, we were aware that obviously maternity pay sucks.
So I think on her next to me we'd actually saved like £150 by buying it second hand.
Yeah.
But then we spent like £40 on the mattress just...
Yeah, something like that.
So it was slightly nicer. So it was practically a brand new thing anyway.
Yeah, and I think we kind of fell into... we fell into the... I don't want to call it the trap, but we fell into the system of just really desperately trying to save as much money as possible. And obviously we were doing things like we had to buy some maternity clothes because nothing fit me.
I think at one point you just had to kind of give in and order some maternity jeans, didn't you?
So, for absolute months almost, my sister and Brett kept saying to me, get some maternity jeans, and I did not want to cave. I didn't want to say that I no longer fit in my jeans, but...
Well, even down to the fact you sized up, were it twice?
Yeah, I did.
In your jeans?
Yeah.
Two different pairs of jeans, sized them up, and then eventually caved.
And oh my God, maternity jeans are the comfiest, best things I have ever worn in my entire life, to the extent of even after I'd given birth, I was still wearing these jeans.
You were still wearing them for like 3 months, weren't you?
And if they weren't still huge now, I can tell you I'd still be wearing them. So if you haven't already, maternity jeans, you're welcome.
Just do it from the get-go, you'll appreciate yourself.
Yeah, you really will appreciate it. But yeah, so obviously we bought things for me, like maternity jeans and stuff. We did buy a few different like second-hand clothes, and at this point, until we knew we were having a girl, we stuck with all neutral things, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. But after that 20-week anatomy scan, straight from the hospital we went to Next.
Yeah, we did.
Because we'd already eyed up these pink outfits or the blue outfits, whichever we were going to have. As soon as we found out we were a girl, I think we knew exactly what we were going to get.
I think because it took us a minute to kind of digest that we were having a girl, we had to go to the shop and make it real. We had to go get something pink, which I know sounds so stereotypical because little girls don't have to wear pink, but I needed something symbolic. And the most ironic thing is, we bought a size 3 to 6, and she's nearly 6. She's about a week off 6 months old now.
And she just fit into it last week.
And she literally just fit in it last week. So that, the first proper outfit, I'm calling it, beautiful dungaree set with little bunnies on, like absolutely beautiful. It's taken her nearly 6 months to actually fit into it. Which we know some babies, are a lot bigger. She was quite small when she was born. But yeah, so just bear that in mind when you buy their first outfit and you're just so excited about it. It could be a while till they're in it.
Why did we not get a smaller size?
Because when we'd been buying a few just the beige stuff second hand, we'd got a lot of the smaller sizes, and Brett was under the impression we wouldn't need lots of clothes.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, a lot of the clothes we bought for, say, newborn size and 0 to 3 were a lot of second-hand ones.
Yeah.
Just because we thought it makes sense. If you can call each outfit £15-16, some more. And some of these bundles we were picking up on, Facebook Marketplace.
Vinted and stuff.
Yeah, like £25-30 for 50 items. Like, you cannot go wrong with that.
I was going to say, you really can't go wrong with that. And yeah, you really can't go wrong with that. But obviously, the moment we knew she was a girl, that's when I got really excited and we started buying a lot more of what I'm going to call proper outfits that were brand new. So I'd be in Next and we'd find a beautiful little dress, or, as I say, or a pair of little cute dungies, or little jackets, things like that. And I must say, talking in obviously hindsight and stuff, don't waste your money buying what I'm going to call your separate little two-piece sets.
Oh, the little cute outfits.
The dresses, things like that. Because when they are little, and I'm talking up to sort of 1 month, it is just so much easier to put them in a sleep suit. And
I wish someone had told us this, because we wasted a lot of money on the cute outfits, when in reality she slept in sleep suits and vests.
Yeah, she was in a sleep suits and vests, and
constantly.
Obviously, it sounds silly, and it's something that didn't dawn on us. Obviously, we got dresses and tights and stuff, and we were like, actually, she's a winter baby. It's not happening.
Yeah, we actually need to just lay her up at that point.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. We know a few babies that obviously people did put their dresses in them and stuff, but to be honest with you, just out of ease, we stuck to sleep suits, especially when she was little, and then obviously we kind of upgraded to leggings and things like that. But yeah, apart from clothes aside, we kind of were buying clothes throughout the entire pregnancy, weren't we? Because even when Brett told me to stop, I'd find something really cute, and it just so happened to fall in the basket.
Oopsie daisy.
And I think as we got towards the end of pregnancy, I started focusing more on sort of what I might need for labour and, the hospital bag situation.
It's done us quite well though, because we were just constantly buying every other week, weren't we? Just
Yeah, we kind of slowly drip feeded it rather than...
From the beginning, we were just buying 1 or 2 items every other week. And then by the time she was born, we already had pretty much everything from newborn up to 3 to 6.
Yeah, even down to silly things like... This was closer to the end, but we would, if we ever went to the co-op, we'd grab a pack of Huggies because they were on sale and they were for about 3 months, I think.
Yeah, and then with my co-op membership card as well, it dropped down like another 15p or something.
Yeah, so they ended up being like 85p or something, so we'd just grab a pack each time. I'm just trying to think what else we kind of bought, like...
Her crib.
Oh yeah, we bought her crib, so I knew exactly which one we were getting, didn't I, from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
So, granted, there are some beautiful ones in like Mamas and Papas, all these sort of places, but I fell in love with a very simple one from IKEA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so IKEA do 2 really like bog standard looking ones. Like, super efficient. But at the same time, they look nice and it worked well for the style we were going for.
Yeah, it fit the style. And talking about the style, so obviously we mentioned that we wanted a safari-style room. I got these Mamas and Papas bears that were like really kind of neutral toned, and I had the idea in my head, and I knew no matter whether it was a girl or boy, I wanted some green panelling in a room. And stay with me here because it's a lot nicer than you think. And if you need to visualise it, head to our Instagram page because I've posted several pictures on there.
I'm a bit biased, but I think it's a very beautiful room.
Yeah. So when I say we tested...
It must have been about 40 different colours.
Yeah, 40 different shades of green because I knew I didn't want it too dark. I didn't want it mint. I
think we also both had
a vision.
Slightly different visions on the colour.
Yeah, which actually made it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, so obviously we're both choosing out different samples and...
Yeah, so we had... And we were trying to, obviously, as I said before, we were trying to be sensible with money.
And we ended up spending more on these paint samples
than the actual paint.
Yeah.
But I found the most beautiful Farrow and Ball colour, and obviously if anyone knows Farrow and Ball, it's not a cheap paint, so she's just learned how to do raspberries in case you're listening.
But with this Farrow and Ball paint, we thought, I know, Valsborough, B&Q, they mix paint, don't they, to match any colour. So
yes, we thought we'd save a bit of money.
Yeah, so we thought we'd save like £20 a tin and go get it mixed by B&Q. So they had it on their system, they mixed it, it looked all fine, obviously when they opened the tin just to look at it. And
we got home, and straight away, Brett was actually supposed to be working that day, so he worked from home some days during the week. So he was at home.
Same.
So he was at home, and he was actually sat in the nursery chair. That's another thing we got as a really good second-hand bargain as well.
Oh yeah, rocking chair.
Yeah, it was brilliant, that chair. Yeah, so he was sat in the nursery, and I decided I was going to paint. I'd kind of double-checked to make sure that paint fumes weren't harmful for me or anything, and these ones weren't. And I set to painting, and I was so excited. So it was like, it's not all the room that's green. It's literally just a little bit of panelling along the black wall.
It's less than half of one wall, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very subtle amount. Yeah, it's a very subtle... It's a very subtle amount, but I did one coat, and I was sat staring at it, and Brett was like, "What's wrong?"
It's not right. Like, how the hell do you know it's not right? You've painted over the old sample. You're looking at it next to all these other paint colour samples.
No, we'd painted the rest of the wall white by then, so it was... that we couldn't see any of the samples.
Well, either way, you painted this little patch, and you're like, yeah, it's not right.
So he turned around and he said to me...
Excuse me, baby girl.
So he actually turned around to me and he's like, right, paint the second coat. I'm sure it's just that. Well, I did. And I kind of left the room because I was like, right, let it dry, see what it looks like later, because maybe it will just look fine. And I went back in later on, and it just wasn't right.
It just wasn't the right shade of green at all, was it?
No, and Brett kept saying to me, it's fine, it'll do. But I didn't want it'll do. I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted it to be exactly what I imagined in my head. And yes.
And especially how you'd already picked out the sample and it was perfect and...
It's like I knew what in my head and my heart what it should be. And yes, granted, I turned into proper diva pregnant woman. And I will hold my hands up to that and I'd do it again because it just was not right. So, bless Brett, he knew how upset I was at the fact that this paint was not right. Yeah, you were like,
oh, do you know what? It's fine, we'll just deal with it.
Yeah.
So, I ordered it for a next day delivery.
The right one, the Farrow and Ball correct paint. And my gosh, the moment I painted it with that correct colour, you could just automatically see how it was different and how...
It was such a transformation.
Yeah, it was perfect. So we did the painting, we kind of got all the carpet cleaned up because it used to be our old bedroom and we kind of switched rooms around. We got shelves up on the walls, we ordered new dressers for all her clothes. And at this point, it was really coming together, wasn't it?
Yeah, all those shelf brackets as well. We found these absolutely perfect shelf brackets from B&Q.
Yeah, just a simple wood one.
Yeah, and they just so happened to be sold out in literally every store possible. I think we went to...
We only needed like 3 left.
We needed 2, didn't we?
Oh yeah, it was just 2 we needed. And DIY Brett came to the rescue and he actually made some that looked exactly the same. So I cannot, complain about that.
Without pointing it out, you'd never notice, would you?
No. So at this point, we'd even told everyone, yeah, we're going for a safari vibe, like neutral safari.
And then we went into Mama's and Papa's and saw this beautiful woodland-themed mobile.
Yeah, with like little, I think they were like pears and mushrooms
and apples and
oh my goodness, after this, mushrooms became like the staple bedroom accessory. Like we got these little wooden ornament mushrooms that look adorable, and although there's no fairies in there, it's like a proper woodland fairy vibe going on, with like a hint of Scandi, isn't it? Because like we've got an open wardrobe system. Yeah, we love it. I think nursery is one of those things that, although pregnancy can be so difficult, you need to have moments that you really enjoy. And I found doing the nursery one of the most exciting things. Like, what would you say?
Yeah, 100%. Well, I enjoy doing my DIY, so I did the panelling, all the painting, although the painting got a bit tedious towards the end.
Yeah, but you did such a good job.
Even doing the shelf brackets, making the shelves themselves.
Yeah, and to be fair, you had me being
a diva.
A supervisor. Excuse me.
You're excused.
I was a supervisor with our little bundle. But I think no matter what the size is of your nursery, and stuff, you should just enjoy it. Enjoy the process of getting your crib in there, putting it all together. Because
personalise it a bit, give it a bit of personality.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to look like everybody else's. And it doesn't, as long as it's perfect to you, that's all that matters. And if you need inspiration, Pinterest was my go-to every step of the way, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think overall, in terms of buying things throughout pregnancy, we did get some second-hand bits. There's things that we wouldn't buy second-hand. As we've mentioned, the car seat was brand new. The mattresses were brand new. We did buy quite a lot of brand new clothes in the end. Mm-hmm. Obviously, things like bottles, they were all brand new. Sterilisers, things like that were new. But there is things that you can buy second-hand. And even like now, granted, flashing forward a little bit to 6 months, but toys.
Yeah.
You know, if they're wipeable, get some Milton wipes.
Especially on Vinted, you can find some right deals.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't actually come across Vinted properly until towards the end of pregnancy, and I love it. But I think the main thing is, Try not to worry about when to buy things.
Just enjoy the process.
Yeah, like if you see something, get it. Because if you're anything like me, you're going to be thinking about it until you buy it.
Or then you'll be thinking about it so much, you'll go back and see it a few times. When you go back the next time to actually go and buy it, and it won't be there.
Yeah, so just go buy that thing. Go buy that item that you want, that outfit, those cute booties, those sockies. You name it, you go get it. But at
You deserve this. You go, Glen Coco.
But at the same time, just remember, it's not shameful to buy second-hand things. Babies grow out of things really quickly.
And it's sustainable as well.
Exactly, and then you're most likely to resell things on afterwards, but for us, there were certain things that we just wouldn't.
Yeah, mattress, complete no.
Yeah, and
car seat, complete no.
But we, as I say, we purchased things as we went along, and I think that made it a lot easier for us, and especially because for us, 28 weeks hit and the world ended, which we will talk about in...
Next episode?
Not next episode, but we will talk about in a few episodes' time. But the end of pregnancy got seriously hard for us. But next time, we will be talking about the fact that we did have additional scans because of my low papier. If you'd heard our previous episode, you'll know all about that. But kind of what this entailed, and one of the most talked about things, and most asked thing, the lovely glucose test. So we will be diving into that next episode and kind of just starting to head into third trimester. But for now, we are going to go get a bot for our little miss.
Change her stinky poon.
And we're going to go chill out for the rest of the evening. So if you have any questions, anything like that, let us know. We'd love to know when you started buying things, what was the first thing you bought? Was it like us and you just got some teddies, or did you go big? Mm-hmm. But yeah, let us know. And
so maybe we'll have to do an episode on what we found was good to buy and what was not.
Oh, we definitely will be doing that, especially when we get to once she was born, because there's plenty of things we didn't use and plenty of things we then went and got as well. So, ta-ta for now.
Yeah. Speak to you next week. Bye.